Hello, I'm Fuad Abujarad, and I am an Associate Professor of Medicine and Public Health. I would like to talk to you about our intervention for detecting and preventing elder mistreatment. It's a digital health tool called Voices. Elder mistreatment is a major public health problem where 1 in 10 older adults is a victim of elder mistreatment. Common forms of elder mistreatment include emotional abuse, financial abuse, and physical abuse. The main problem is we only know about 1 in 24 problems. The other 23 problems still unknown and undetected. And the reason is elder mistreatment in most cases come with no signs. It's very difficult to detect. Victims themselves are not willing to disclose because of stigma, fear of retaliation, and fear of getting loved one in legal trouble. The healthcare providers are busy. Although they're mandatory reporters, they lack the tools and they lack the time to screen for elder mistreatment. These are not my slides, so I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure them out. So in it's not clicking anymore. Okay. All right, we'll proceed. So we started a paradigm shift in targeting elder mistreatment. We focused on the older adult themselves by developing a tool that educates older adults on the risks, the signs, and the consequences of mistreatment. Our tool Voices screens, educate, and provide a motivational interviewing to motivate victims to self-report elder mistreatment. So Voices is one-time 8-minute intervention that motivates older adults to speak about elder mistreatment. In our work on it, we secured more than $2 million from NIH to design and develop Voices. We conducted 5 clinical trials with more than 1,200 patients with or without dementia. Our result shows that Voices is loved by patients. They find it usable, acceptable, and from the 1,213 patients who used Voices, we have 68 patients who wanted to disclose their mistreatment to their provider. Now, this is 68 compared to 0 because usually those patients are missed and are not discovered by the healthcare team if it was not for Voices. So in the funding from the Vatnik Award come at a critical time when we are trying to commercialize Voices. The funding will help us first move Voices to commercial servers, then modify Voices to allow for multiple customers, and prepare training material for healthcare providers. We will also want to start planning for commercialization of Voices and do initial market research. Thank you.
So next, I'll turn to the judges for questions.
Do I need a mic or can we just? I can another one.
Here's the mic, though. Just happen to find one there.
Thank you for an interesting presentation here. So who will be the one paying for your solution? How do you expect it to be reimbursed or paid for?
Yeah, so I apologize, these are not my final slides. My slide set has the payers. So we look at healthcare providers, including hospitals, primary care, urgent care. They're in need of this. We're currently implementing it at Yale Health New Haven system. We also look at the buyers who are interested in reducing risk of elder mistreatment and avoid bad health outcomes. The VA nursing home, long-term care facilities are also interested in this product.
What exactly is the product?
So the product is a digital health tool that uses digital coach that runs on tablet that walks the older adults. They use them themselves. You don't need somebody to help them. It's self-administrated. And they go through training on what constitutes elder mistreatment, then a screening to identify if they have likelihood of becoming victims or are they already victims. And then it does motivational interviewing. It's one of its kind automated motivational interviewing to encourage them to talk. Because of stigma, they usually won't self-report.
Is it an app? I mean,
It's a web-based app that is device agnostic and it can run in any platform.
what prompts me then to download this or go to this? Like, wouldn't I already have?
No, it will be like a service for Bay. It won't be like the app you download it yourself and use it. A health institution or a long-term care facility will subscribe to it and they will charge per single use or maybe a different kind of packages.
And then the alerts or the information that gets reported to whom?
So once the patient use voices, the goal of the voices is to encourage them to declare their victimization. They will notify the
Back to a provider, back to
the nurse or the provider. They will tell them, I want to tell you about my victimization. Usually after they give them voices, they will ask them, is there anything you would like to talk about? And then they would say, yes, I want to talk about it. The other benefit of voices beyond detection is that voices improves the knowledge of elder mistreatment. This reduces risk of bad health outcome and risk of victimization. So a user who goes through voices are more knowledgeable now of the signs and the risk of mistreatment, and they can protect themselves. So it has a preventive loss detecting. Thank you.
Thank you.